Hello and welcome to the Sfl Draft of 2022. We got a lot of great young prospects here, and the most ever in SFL history. I'm excited to see what happens. It's our first year where we have a 6-round draft of all rookies. I'm excited. We got some great prospects. But first, let's take you to the trades that have happened. All right. The first interesting news is that the Mustangs have swooped in and traded for the first overall pick with the Goblins. Very risky move for the Goblins here, as they did just come off the first team in SFL history to go 0-5. But Mustangs swooped in, got the trade, and they traded their two picks of the first two picks of the second round to the Goblins for this trade. Goblins had the 4th spot in the first round, but then recently traded up from the 4th spot to the 3rd spot with the Cobras, and the Cobras now have the 4th spot of the first round of the Sfl Draft. And also, we didn't talk about the Jaguars also traded with the Cobras in the first round for their second first round pick. So the Jaguars have 2 back-to-back first round picks and the first pick of the second round. Very good management right there for the Jaguars. And then the Goblins ended up trading one of their second round picks they got from the Mustangs to the Cobras in order to move up. So right now, we got the Mustangs on the clock. And, there's 2 prospects that could either go number 1. We were all thinking at first, well, Jake Lincourt, the utility player, he could play wide receiver as he does for his high school team. But he also has mentioned he wants to play some quarterback. So he was supposed to be the go-to number 1 overall, we thought. And then the prospect game came along, and we saw what Chase Rinker can do. And Squib, he was liking that a lot. We were watching him, and it was amazing. He posted 3 touchdowns and 2 conversions. He could throw the ball. He can do everything. And the biggest question in this draft is who will go number 1 overall. Will it still be Jake Lincourt, or will it be Chase Rinker? All right, I just got word that the pick is in. It is the moment of truth. Lincourt or Rinker? Let's hear it from the SFL commissioner. With the first pick in the 2022 SFL Draft, the Mustangs select Chase Rinker, utility.
And there you have it. Chase Rinker is going to the Mustangs and is the 2022 number 1 overall pick. And he has showed out at the prospect game, 3 touchdowns. Let's look at some of them. Let's look at some of the highlights here. Slips on the route, but this is what I mean by the jump ball ability. Gets up, catches the ball, and takes off for the touchdown, for his first touchdown of the prospect game. And here's another play. This is what I mean. He could do it all. He's lined up in the backfield, comes out of the backfield, crosses field, runs a little crossing pattern for the easy touchdown. That was his second touchdown of the prospect game. And right here, this is the deep threat ability of Chase Rinker. Completely burns the corner with his speed and his athleticism. And he is gone for the touchdown. Chase Rinker, welcome to the Mustangs. Here's some extra style points for that gritty.
With the second pick in the SFL Draft, the Honey Badgers select Jake Lincourt, utility.
Oh boy. Jake Lincourt is going to the Honey Badgers, and for me personally, I love this pick for the Honey Badgers because I do believe this is the best player in the draft, and for the second year in a row, the best player in the draft supposedly fell to the second pick to the Honey Badgers. Last year was Nick Casanelli, who they traded to the Astros for all these draft picks, and Nick Casanelli went on to win Rookie of the Year. But what makes Jake Lincourt so special, I believe, is that D1 varsity football experience. Not many players in the SFL have that, and I think that's very important to have. especially in a league with not much of that D1 varsity football experience. He recently stated that he could play some quarterback, and that is a definite need for the Honey Badgers. So he also could play great receiver, great guy for the slot and speed. Him and Edwin will be a scary duo. Honey Badgers could have their own Legion of Zoom.
With the third pick in the Sfl Draft, the Goblins select Chris Curry, wide receiver, defensive back.
Wow. So the Goblins do not select Nick Farrow here, which I thought was definitely a Goblins pick. But they trade up from the fourth spot to get Chris Curry, a player who did not attend the prospect game. Could be some concern with that. But the talent is definitely there from a wise coach I had back in my day. He said that I had that swiggle. Chris Curry has got that swiggle. He will catch the ball and he will make people miss. So Goblins, they select the first wide receiver, defensive back off the board in Chris Curry.
With the fourth pick in the Sfl Draft, the Cobras select Nick Farrow, wide receiver, defensive back.
And there we go. Nick Farrow is drafted to the Cobras and will be playing alongside the Reese brothers. Let's take a good look. This is why he's very good defensively. Sees the ball up in the air, makes a tip, beautiful interception, and brings it all the way back because he's got that killer speed. Huge momentum shift in that prospect game when he made that pick six. Very clutch. And also another clip of him being clutch at the end of the game. Fourth down. Here's the seal it. Nick Farrow makes a diving, sliding catch and gets back up, has the awareness to get back up and score the touchdown. Welcome to the Cobras, Nick Farrow.
With the fifth pick in the Sfl Draft, the Jaguars select Jake Hopkins, tight end, linebacker. With the sixth pick of the Sfl Draft, final pick of the first round, the Jaguars select Braden Shadoyan, utility.
Alrighty, so the back-to-back champions with the back-to-back first-round picks with the trades select Jake Hopkins and Braden Shadoyan, two very solid athletic kids, two solid athletic rookies, I should say, coming to a very, very good team. Definitely going to be some role players this year for the Jaguars. But that should be it for the first round. We'll see you in the second round.